Sixth grade game here at the Capital Classic. It's Jeremy Scott. We have got the Ohio Crush and the Cincy Swish. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the tip. And who was it going to belong to? It's going to belong to the Swish. So it goes off the Crush to begin things. It is Jeremy Scott here. And I have got Kayla Cazell running the camera for us. Of course, a big thanks to all the administrative folks helping to make this happen as well. The brothers Ferguson, Jeff and John, Caleb Graham. I even saw Luke Hutchison out there. So all the big wigs are here. All the big guns are here at the Capital Classic here in beautiful Bexley, Ohio, tickling the shadows of Columbus. You can actually see the skyline here from this school. And that is a foul on the Swish. That'll be a foul on Hayden. And that's the first foul on the Cincy Swish. So the Crush will bring the ball up the floor. And for the Crush playing the point, that is Nevaeh, number 4. And she'll pull up for 2. That's no good. And rebounded there by Hayden. Hayden gets it back for the Cincy Swish. Up ahead they come. That's Evie. Evie outside to Hayden. Hayden. Couple of head fakes. Hayden at the elbow over to the free throw line. Shot up and no good for Lily. And that'll be taken by Lisa. Lisa gets it for the Crush. And that is Corey. Number 40 is Corey. She gives off to Kylia. Kylia attempts a 3. That's no good, and that is taken by the Swish. So Swish back on offense. Evie up ahead. That's intercepted. Intercepted by Lisa.
Go score, Lisa.
Lisa is going to put up a 2-pointer. That's no good. And out of bounds it goes, and that is going to go off of the Cincy Swish, who are going to call a timeout here in the early going. So we are just barely over a minute gone by, a minute 4 seconds gone by. It's 10:56 left to play here in the first half of the sixth grade game. No score here from the Capital Classic. It's GBA TV. The Swish on offense. So apparently that was off of the Crush as they steal it back, putting the shot up and no good is Corey. And there's another interception by the Crush underneath the hoop, putting it up. That's no good for Lydia. Lydia gets her own offensive board, and then she travels with it, so it's going to come back to the Cincy Swish. I'll tell you what, very nice little sequence there for the Ohio Crush. But no points result from that nice sequence. And the Swish trying to beat this press here. And they will not, because there's an interception by Lisa, who is fouled. That's the second team foul on the Cincy Swish. That foul on number 24, Lily. And so it is Crush ball. That's Nevaeh. Over the right wing is Kylia. Underneath to Lydia. She puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Lily. And picking her feet up and walking with it. Picking up her dribble and walking with it, I should say, is Evie. Yeah, she picked up her dribble. She's mad at herself. You can tell. But it goes back to the Crush because of that travel. 3-point look. That's up. That's going to be short for Kylia. And rebounded by the Swish. So the Swish back on offense. That's Evie. And it looks like maybe Corey took a shot to the mouth there, as getting ready to check into the game here is Asia for the Crush. And underneath, that is Lydia. And that's out of bounds off of the Crush. So, I'm sorry, off of the Swish. And so it's going to come back to the Crush. As Corey checks out and Asia checks in here for the Ohio Crush. So no score here. We still have yet to have a bucket for either squad. It's 0-0 here in the early going of the sixth grade game here at the Capital Classic. The 11th annual Capital Classic. As there's a shot for Nevaeh. That's going to be short, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Nevaeh not able to connect on that long shot. And back to the Swish on offense.
Kai, back up. Come on, Liddy, get this. Get it. Go
That press
score.
works again for the Crush. Lydia on the steal, then she walks with it. So good job by Lydia to get that steal, but then she walked with it. I think she probably got a little bit excited. She saw that bucket in front of her. Her eyes got big, and she ended up walking with it. So back it comes to the Cincy Swish. Swish up ahead. That is Bria. And then out of bounds it goes, and back to the Ohio Crush. So over the head of everybody for the Cincy Swish. And the Ohio Crush end up with it. Nevaeh playing the point.
Three deep, Asia.
Nevaeh over to Asia. Asia attempts a shot that's an air ball, saved from going out of bounds by Lisa. She gives it off to Kylia. Up top to Nevaeh. Pivoting, putting up the shot is Lydia, and that's short, so it's coming back to the Swish. And there's Annie, who almost walks with it. She's going to have to find somebody to pass it to. She does. She finds Evie. And out of bounds it goes off of the Ohio Crush. 0-0 score here with 3 minutes gone by in this first half. That is Lily, and it goes out of bounds. Lily loses it, and back to the Crush it comes now.
Three deep, Kai.
Nevaeh.
3 deep, Kai.
Over to Kylia. Back to Nevaeh.
Gotta move it, Nevaeh. Pass the ball.
Over to Asia. To Kylia. Good ball movement here from the short corner. That shot is up, and that is good. Lisa strikes first here for the Ohio Crush. It is 2-0. The Crush lead the Swish. And there's a steal stolen away by Kylia. Over to Lydia. Lydia underneath. She puts the ball up, and no good on the lay, and good look for her. Just wasn't able to get it to go. And back come the Swish now on offense. That's Annie pushing the ball down the floor. Annie looking for somebody to pass it to. She finds Evie. Evie. Over it comes to Hayden. Hayden at the foul line. There's a shot that's up, and that will fall. 2 for Lily. 2-2 is the score. Very quickly, both teams have a bucket. Outside. There's a shot, and no good for Kylia. Rebound by Lydia. Lydia on the hook shot is good. Lydia using that size to put that ball up over everybody and make it a 4-2 ball game. Stolen away on that press again. Lydia on the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bria. And that'll be a foul on the Crush. The first team foul on the Ohio Crush.
Stop ball here, Lise.
Annie pushing the ball down the floor here. Annie giving it to Hayden. Hayden outside to Evie. Evie over to Annie. Bounce pass to Hayden. Hayden has it stolen away by Kylia. Up ahead to Nevaeh. Nevaeh at the elbow, no good. And 2 offensive players fighting for the ball. As Lydia gets it, she gives up into the corner. Over to Lydia. Lydia on the shot, no good. Pulled down there by Kylia, who puts it back up. She's not able to get it to go. And it Swish's ball again. They trail it by 2. Stolen away again there, though, by Lydia. That press working like a charm here for the Ohio Crush. They haven't had the points to show for it, but that press is definitely working as there's a 3-point shot that does not fall. And it's stolen back by Nevaeh. Nevaeh has it back for the Ohio Crush. Nevaeh will put up a shot. Nevaeh will get that shot to go, and that's a 2-point shot for Nevaeh to make the score. The Ohio Crush 6, the Cincy Swish 2. Timeout on the floor. We've got 6:31 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back on GBA TV. Coming out of the timeout, the Swish trail the Crush by 4 at 6-2. And there's that press again for the Crush. It's been working all game long. Torrey almost had the steal. As back come the Swish, they're able to beat that press, and then they give it up in the paint. That was Ava who lost it. And that's going to be a foul. That'll be a foul on Lisa for the Crush, the second Crush foul. As Corey gets ready to check back into the ballgame for the Crush, she'll check in for Lisa.
Hey, Syracuse. Corey, you got corner. You got corner.
Crush lead this one by 4 as out of bounds it goes. And that'll be a foul on Bria. That's the third Swish foul, and so the Ohio Crush get the ball back. 6-2 is the score. The Crush are up ahead of the Swish. And that'll be Nevaeh playing the point here for the Ohio Crush, bringing the ball down the floor. Getting some instructions from the Crush sideline. Over it comes. And underneath, that was Torrey. And she was not able to get the ball to go. Had it kind of stripped out of her hands. And here's this press again for the Ohio Crush. Can the Swish beat it? And the answer to that question is, well, initially yes, now no. As Blake ends up with it for the Crush down the floor. That is a shot that's up. That's no good for Torrey. And offensive rebound ends up a jump ball. And the possession arrow favors the Cincy Swish. So the Swish are going to get this ball back, down 4. That's Hayden. Over to Abby. Abby, over to Lily. Lily spinning, Lily putting up the shot, that's no good. And pulled down by Nevaeh. Nevaeh pushing the ball down the floor now for the Ohio Crush. Nevaeh's going to try to take it coast to coast. Nevaeh puts up the shot, and it's good. Banks it off of the backboard and in. 8-2 is the score. On the other side, there's a shot. That's up. That's no good. Offensive rebound there by Bria. Bria is going to be tied up. Jump ball called, and it's Ohio Crush's ball again. 8-2. The Crush lead by half dozen over the Swish. As Nevaeh gets some instructions here from the Crush sideline. Corey. Over to Torrey. To Blake. Blake puts up the shot, and Blake's fouled on her way up, so Blake's going to step to the free throw line. That's the 4th Swish foul. Blake will be going to the charity stripe to see what she can do here. She has no points yet today. Blake at the line. First shot, no good. Checking in here for the Swish, Annie, as well as Evie. Sitting will be Hayden and Lily. Blake back at the line, trying to convert on the back end of this 2-shot situation. It is no good. And offensive rebound by Torrey, so good job there by the Crush. Ends up in the hands of Nevaeh. Nevaeh from the short corner, shot is no good. Pulled down by Abby. And the Swish get it back. That's Ava. Ava giving it up to Abby. Back up top to Evie. On the foul line, there's a shot that's up, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that was Bria who put up the shot. And nobody was there to track down the offensive board. And out of bounds it goes, and back to the Ohio Crush. Nevaeh. Over to Asia. Asia. Back to Nevaeh. Into the low post. Torrey up. No good for Torrey. Pulled down by Abby. Annie gets it up ahead to Ava. As Kylia gets ready to check back in here for the Ohio Crush. And out of bounds it goes as Nevaeh checks out. And the Swish keep this ball on offense. Underneath. On the run, nice shot there by Bria. She puts it up and in there for 2. It's 8-4. The Swish cut this to a 4-point lead.
Three deep, Corey. Kylea, where you going?
Corey on the right wing. Bounce pass into the low post. Shot is up, no good for Kylea. And out of bounds it goes off of the Crush. And the Swish will have a chance to cut further into this 4-point lead.
You're being lazy. Blake, you're up.
Stolen away in the backcourt by Tori. Tori on the run, shot up and good. Tori with her first two makes it 10-4. That's Blake pressing on Annie.
Take middle. That's 10.
And able to beat that press of the Swish underneath. There's a shot that's up and good for Bria. Bria with two more. Cuts the score again to 10-6. It's a 4-point lead here for the Ohio Crush. And Bria apparently is hurt.
Coach, she's hurt. She came down my little foot. She's hurt. Yes, you're right. That is a foul. She come down on her foot. Yeah.
And so Bria hobbling, and there's a technical foul called on the Swish sideline. The coach just dropped an expletive. And having some words with the official on this side. So Corey able to convert one of the two technical free throws, makes it 11-6 now.
Lock it down, Asia. Yes, sir.
As there's a shot that is up, and that is good for Asia. Making it 13-6 as there's a steal. Stolen away by the Crush.
Nice pass, Asia.
In the low post, that's a shot that's up, and that is good for Tori. Tori with two more. 15 now to 6. The Crush lead the Swish. Stolen away again. That is Blake. Blake on the run. Blake is going to be called for a double dribble, and it's going to go back to the Cincy Swish.
Back up. Get a man. Match up. Corey, you got ball. You got ball, Asia.
And the Swish now. Underneath. And that is Hayden. Hayden over to Annie. Annie drives a baseline, and Annie passes it back outside. That's over to Hayden. Hayden over to Ava. Ava on the run. The shot is up, and that's no good. Rebounded by the Crush. Crush up ahead. That's up ahead to Corey. Corey catches up with it. Corey pulls up, puts up the shot. No good. And there's another shot. That is up, and that is in there. That is Asia for two. It is 17-6. The Crush lead the Swish by 11. And that'll be a foul on number 32, Asia. That's the third Crush foul. As Lisa gets ready to check back in here for the Crush. For the Swish, Lily checks in and Abby checks out. That's inbounded to Evie. Gives it up to Annie. Annie gives it up to the foul line to Lily. There's a shot that's up. That's no good for Ava. And putback opportunity does not fall there for Lily. And it's going to be Crush ball again. They lead it by 11. We're at 40 seconds to go here in the first half.
No.
Over to Corey. Corey, little head fake. Corey bounce pass, and then it goes out of bounds, and it hit the feet of a couple different players. And I do believe it last touched the Swish. I think it went off of Evie's foot, they're going to say.
Get up here.
And inbounds it comes to Lisa.
Post up.
Lisa over to Corey. 21 seconds to go. Corey puts up a shot. That falls. Corey 4-3 makes it 20-6. The Crush lead the Swish with 10 seconds to play here in the first half. That's Evie. Evie on the run, puts up a shot, and that's going to be an air ball. Out of bounds it goes. They're going to say it was last touched by Evie. And with 1 second to go, I'm sorry, they're going to say it was touched by the Crush last. Okay, so it will remain Swish ball with 1 second to go. It's going to have to be a catch and shoot here. Can they do it? And the answer to that is no. That will end the first half. The score, the Ohio Crush 20, the Cincy Swish 6. We'll be back with the second half here on GBA TV. Getting ready to start the second half here at the Capital Classic here at Capital University. It's Jeremy Scott here in Bexley, Ohio. Right outside of Columbus, as it will be the Cincy Swish who get this ball to start the second half. They trail by 14 to the Ohio Crush. It's up to Ava. Ava trying to find somebody to pass to. She finds Annie. And that's going to be a quick foul. That'll be on Lisa. That's the first team foul, obviously, on either side. As Lisa will check out and Nevaeh will check back into the ball game. Inbounding will be Hayden. She does to Lily. Lily Looking for somebody to pass to. She's going to take it herself into the short corner and have that ball blocked. What a nice block there by Lydia. And it goes out of bounds, and it obviously will remain Swish ball. But I tell you what, that stifling, smothering defense for the Crush all first half long continues here into the second half. There's a shot that's up, and that's going to be short. That's going to be taken by Asia. Asia's got it for the Crush here. Asia's going to push it down the floor. Asia looking for somebody to pass to. She finds Lydia. Lydia will take the shot, and the shot's no good. And out of bounds it goes, and it goes off of the Swish. Crush keep this one. On the inbounds to Asia. I'm sorry, that's not Asia, that's Corey. And there's a shot that's up, and that's going to be no good. A little bit too strong there for Kylia. And almost stolen away by the Crush. It is stolen away by the Crush. Corey ends up with it, and because she rolled over while she had the ball on the floor, that's going to be a travel, and it's going to go back to the Cincy Swish.
Hey, Todd, you got to be the floor. Hey,
Annie, bounce pass over to Lily. Lily puts up a shot. Again, a rejection there by Lydia. Shot is up, and that's no good. Taken by Kylia. Kylia, up ahead it goes. That is to Lydia. Lydia underneath, shot is up, no good. And it's tracked down by Nevaeh. Outside, that's Corey. That's no good. Rebounded by Lydia. Lydia on the offensive glass, puts it back up, no good. And it's pulled down by Lily. So all kinds of possessions there for the Crush, all kinds of opportunities, just not able to get one to fall. And on the other end, out of bounds, and that's going to go off of Nevaeh.
Hey, Nevaeh! Nevaeh! You're the 3. Asia's the 1, Corey's the 2.
As Abby checks in here for the Swish. Abby in for Annie.
Stay in front. Footwork. Get it.
Ava giving it up to Evie. Evie on the low post. That is Lily, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be a foul on Lydia. Second team foul on the Crush, who lead by 14. It's 20-6. It's Jeremy Scott, by the way, here at courtside alongside Kayla Cazell running the camera. As on the inbounds pass, that is Lily who puts up the shot, not able to make it. Up ahead it comes to Corey. Corey for the Crush. Corey's going to lay it up, and Corey's going to get fouled on her way up, and that'll be the first team foul on the Cincy Swish. But Corey is going to step up to the free throw line where she is 1 of 2 on the day. She made the technical foul shot a little bit earlier. And Corey has 4 points total. Corey's first shot is good. Oh, they're going to wave it off. They weren't ready yet. Referees weren't ready, so wave off that bucket. And this one rims out on Corey. The instruction from the Crush sideline is to get more arc on the shot, and that one is short. So Corey 0 for 2 that trip to the line. Long three-point look is good. What a shot by Hayden to make it 20-9. Not a lot of arc on that shot, but the ball went in the bucket. That's all that counts. 20-9 is the score. Corey, over it comes and underneath to Lydia. Lydia on the low post. Lydia puts it up. That's no good. That is rebounded by Lily. And taken by Evie. Evie falls to her knees, and she is going to be called for a travel, and she's mad at herself for that. Shot is up. No good. And Crush sideline not happy with that shot selection. They're saying we don't need threes. We just need to control the ball up 11 and go for the easy shot when it's available to us as the ball goes out of bounds off of the Crush. 3 in, 3 out here for the Ohio Crush. 0, 33, 55, 0 Blake, 33 Lisa, 55 Tori. Sitting will be 32, as well as 25 and 40. 32 Asia, as well as Kylia. As up ahead it comes to Lydia. Bounce pass underneath to Tori, and it goes through her hands and out of bounds. And back to the Cincy Swish. That's Hayden, who made that long three-pointer just a little bit ago. Giving it off to Evie. Underneath it comes. That's a shot that's up. That's no good. Taken by the Crush. The Crush get it back. Pushing the ball down the floor is Lydia. Lydia on the drive. Lydia on the shot. Lydia's shot no good. That's Blake on the rebound. Blake kicking it outside to Tori. Tori over to Nevaeh. Nevaeh for three. Short. And rebounded by the Swish. Up ahead to Hayden. Hayden is going to be fouled. I think that she got touched on the face. And that'll be a foul on the Crush. That's their third. Ava takes the ball out of bounds. Nope, they weren't ready yet. That'll be Hayden playing the point. Hayden gets a pick. Gets it to Evie. Back to Hayden. Shot up is no good. And that's taken by Lydia. Lydia down the floor with it. Gets it to Nevaeh in the paint, and Nevaeh on the shot gets fouled, so Nevaeh is going to go to the free throw line. She has not been there yet today. She'll have a chance to add to her 4-point total that she has right now. Nevaeh's first shot is good. As Asia checks in, and Lydia will sit here for the Crush. And that'll be Hayden taking a seat here for the Swish. As the second shot for Nevaeh is good. Nevaeh perfect at the free throw line. That trip gets the lead back up to 13. It's 22-9. The Crush lead the Swish. Evie. And pass knocked out of bounds there by Lisa. Annie. Bounce pass over to Evie. Evie into the low post. That is to Lily. Lily pivoting, finding somebody to pass to. That's Evie. Evie in the corner. Shot up is partially blocked. And that's Evie, or Lily, who ends up with it. I'm sorry. And there's a shot that's up, and that's no good for Evie. And down the floor on the outlet pass come the Crush. The Crush, that is Nevaeh. She has got Evie on her. The shot is up, no good. Put back opportunity, no good for Lisa. And it ends up in the hands of Lily. Annie. And stolen away by the Crush. That's Tori who has it. Tori pushing the ball down the floor for the Crush. Tori. They're going to reset everything. Tori on the right wing. She'll attempt a three. That's going to be too strong. And taken by Evie. And then it's given back up to the Crush. Lisa has it again for the Crush. Over to Blake. Into the corner. 4-3. Too strong. Put back opportunity for Tori is good. Tori now with 6. It is 24-9. The Crush lead the Swish by 15. And this score with 6.5 to go here in this second half. Annie at the foul line. Puts up the shot. Too strong. And pulled down by Tori. And then try to outlet it. It was stolen back by the Swish. And underneath the basket, putting it up and in there for two is Abby with her first bucket of the ball game to make it a 24-11 game. Asia onto the right wing. Into the short corner. Back to Asia. Asia will put up a three-pointer. That is good. Asia 4-3. She's got 7 points, 27-11 the score. 16-point advantage, largest lead of the game here for the Ohio Crush. On the drive, putting a shot up, and in there is Lily. It is 27-13 now. Asia. Passing it over to Lisa. Onto the elbow. There's a shot for Blake, and that's off the backboard. No good. And the Swish now have it back on offense. Evie pushing the ball down the floor. Evie to Annie. Annie back to Evie. And on the block, he goes out of bounds.
Separate from her, get over the top. Over the top of her. Yes. If it's on the side, get over the top.
And the Swish will inbound this. Into the corner it comes. That is Hayden. Hayden back to Evie for three. No good. Pulled down by Blake. Blake up ahead to Nevaeh. Nevaeh, that's a 2-point shot, and that's going to be short. And out of bounds it's going to go. Corey will check back in here for the Ohio Crush. And she will check in for Nevaeh, who will sit. And out for the Swish goes Evie. And back in is Hayden. Ava over to Annie. Annie for two, no good. Underneath is Abby to take it, and then it's just muscled out of her hands by Lisa. Lisa gets it back, pushing the ball down the floor here for the Crush. Lisa jump stop. Lisa shot, no good. And rebounded there by Tori. And on the putback, she's not able to get that one to go, and it comes back to the Cincy Swish. And that's going to be a foul. And that's a foul on Lisa. That's the fourth Crush foul. 27-13 is the score.
Hey, Syracuse. Lisa, you're on the bottom. You're on the bottom. Good, Tori. Blake, you got to get that.
And out of bounds it goes once again. Remains Swish ball.
Take it away.
Annie inbounds it, and then it's stolen. Stolen away by Tori off the deflection. Tori. She's got Ava on her. Tori. Over it comes to Asia. Over to Corey. Corey, little head fake. Over to the short corner. That's Blake for two. Short. And tracked down by the Swish. Swish have it back on offense. That's Hayden pushing the ball down the floor. Hayden's going to pull it out and reset everything here for the Swish. To Annie. And stolen away by the Crush. Asia pushing the ball down the floor. Nobody between her and the bucket. Easy layup opportunity. Falls for Asia. Asia now with 9 points. 29-13 is the score. The Crush lead the Swish. 3.5 to go in this one. And there's a steal again by the Crush. Asia pushing the ball down the floor. Asia on the fast break. Asia layup is no good. There to clean it up is Corey. She puts it up. That's no good. Corey fouled on her way up. Now Corey will step to the free throw line, and she will have a chance at two. Corey 1 for 4 from the line today. And there's going to be a timeout called by the Swish sideline. 29-13 is the score. 3:12 left to play in the second half right here on GBA TV. And back to the action. That's Corey, who is no good on the first free throw attempt. Corey getting some free throw instructions here from the Crush sideline. Corey 1 of 5 from the charity stripe here so far today. with her second shot forthcoming, and it's short. And it's pulled down on the offensive glass by the Crush. Asia gets it back. And that's a shot for Lisa, and that shot is good. 2 more for Lisa. She's got 4 points. The score, 31-13. The Crush lead the Swish. 3 in, 3 out forthcoming here for the Ohio Crush.
Straight up, straight up.
And there's that whistle. Nope, no whistle. It's just a steal by the Crush. Asia pushing the ball down the floor. She's got Corey down there. She's going to bounce pass it over to Corey in the low post. She puts it up. That's no good. And that's rebounded by Hayden. Hayden gets it back for the Swish, who trail by 18. And we are at 2.5 to play in this one. Three-point shot, that's up, and that's no good. Rebounded, that shot, that's no good. There's another shot, and finally it's the Swish who will get fouled, and they will be going to the free throw line. That'll be Lily, who hasn't been to the free throw line yet today. That is the 15th foul on the Ohio Crush. And coming up, we will have 3 subs in here for the Ohio Crush. As Lily at the free throw line will not make the first one. As for the Crush, Kylia, Lydia, and Nevaeh will all check in. Lily back at the free throw line. Is short on the second attempt. So 0 of 2, that trip to the line. Nevaeh has it back here for the Ohio Crush. Nevaeh calling out the offense. Into the corner it comes. Kylia thought about that three-pointer, decided not to take it. Instead, it's Lydia who ends up with it. And Lydia puts it up and good for 2. It's now a 20-point lead, so running clock until the Cincy Swish can put some more points on the board. 33-13 is the score, and we are under 2 minutes to go in this one. Underneath, that's a shot that's up. Count the bucket and the foul. Lily for 2. And that's the 16th foul on the Ohio Crush. So Lily, who just missed 2 from the line, will redeem herself this time, and she makes that one. It's a 3-point play there. 33-16. Crush over the Swish by 17. Minute 40 and winding on the second half clock. 17-point lead here for the Crush, who seem to have this one pretty well in hand as Lydia in the low post pivots, has it stripped away from her, and she's trying to muscle the ball away from everybody. Good job there by Lydia. That's what you do there when you're tied up. You just got to use that muscle, and possession arrow will favor the Swish. And I guess they weren't set for play, and now they are. Out of bounds it goes. It's still Swish ball. And out of bounds it goes. That's off of Nevaeh, and the Swish will keep it. And that'll be Hayden who will be doing the inbounding here. And she does to Annie. Annie puts it up, no good. And offensive rebound, put back is good for Lily. Lily now has 9 points for the Swish. It's 33-18. Might be too little too late though. We're just a little over a minute to play here in this second half. Underneath, Lydia pivots, shot is no good, rebounded by Annie. Hayden almost loses it, but able to keep her dribble. And then she tries to find somebody to pass it to, out of bounds and over the head of everybody. And it's going to come back to the Ohio Crush. We're at 44 seconds to go in the second half. And coming up after this game, we will have more action here from the Capital Classic. Coming up next, it'll be a 9th grade game, the Ohio Express against OSP Chelsea. It's a 9th grade game right here on GBA TV, so stick around for that one. As we finish out this one here, the 6th grade game between the Ohio Crush and the Cincy Swish. As in the paint, that's Lydia, who is tied up again. And the possession arrow this time will favor the Ohio Crush. Inbounds to Lydia. Back to the inbounder. That's a nice looking play there. Kylia gets her first 2 of the game. It's 35-18. And that'll be a foul on Lydia. That's the 7th Crush foul, so it's a 1-and-1. And did they get that? Yes, they did. So Evie will step up to the free throw line. And she will not connect on the front end of that 1-and-1. Crush trying to close this one out as Corey puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by the Swish, and that will do it. That will be how this one ends with the final 35-18. The Ohio Crush defeat the Cincinnati Swish. Coming up, more GBA action. We will have the Ohio Express against OSP Chelsea right here. It's a 9th grade game that is forthcoming on GBA TV.